Every glacier I have ever punched my crampon into is melting. Every one of them. Kahiltna Glacier in Alaska, melting. Kilimanjaro, melting. So the globe is warming. That is just not in question.
We've been in the midst of a biodiversity crisis caused by human actions now for arguably 100 years or so.
We're likely to see the impacts of climate change become more and more severe over the coming decades.
We're actually undergoing a mass extinction on the planet during this time that's faster than any extinction that's ever happened before.
We rely on these ecosystems. Our food production relies on it. Our basic nutrient cycling, without which civilization is not possible, all relies on this.
They often assume that everything's going to be there for their children and for their grandchildren. Wild elephants and wild tigers and wild dolphins and all of these wonderful animals on the planet.
The environment does not exist in isolation from human aspirations, human actions, and human needs.
So, the question is, what is the one thing that I want students to know about climate change? I want them to know that they can help solve the problem.
I think one of the best things for them to know is the distinction between global warming and between climate change.
Climate change science is clear and it's comprehensible, so it's something that all Georgetown students should learn about, even non-science majors.
It becomes basically an important element of becoming a citizen.
The basics of the science of putting carbon in the atmosphere.
How the atmosphere retains some of the energy that comes in from the sun, and how the chemical composition of the atmosphere can change over time.
And what are all those factors and sources that go into a carbon footprint? Energy is a big piece of it, and I think a lot of people are familiar with transportation impacts, food choices, products and services purchased. So really understanding what goes into a carbon footprint.
What are the obstacles that have impeded the world, the global community, to address global change?
When any of us get inspired by a sense of social purpose, we can build a better world.